Well, I'm looking at my phone directly at it. You see my face? Oh, like
Oh,
this.
you go horizontal. Okay, there you go.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
straight
like now
from.
you look like one of those reactor YouTubers like sitting in a Camry.
Feel like I'm about to pull out the bag of food.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? Yeah, welcome back to Past the Six. I'm your host, JB. Joining me as always is Tsunamic Wave and Tokyo Swift. What's good?
What up? What up?
Wave playing musical guest. What's good? What's going on, Wave? I can't hear you. Sound like you muted.
Oh. Yeah, that's weird, man. You was just talking.
All right, well, with the technical difficulties, see how it goes. But Tokyo said, "What's going on, man? What's good with you out there?"
Chilling, man, chilling, and in every sense of the word, man. Like typhoon coming through, but you know it is what it is, man. We gonna mop through it.
Absolutely. Heat wave over.
Uh, Technically, yeah, because of the typhoon, but and plus like it's starting as it goes into September, it's going to start cooling down a lot more. So we in the high 80s instead.
Absolutely.
So yeah, definitely bring out the turtlenecks, man.
Right. By even her said, "Good evening, gents. Was good, bro. Was good, man.
What up, fam?
What up, man? Appreciate you as always. Definitely want to send a big shout out to everybody who kicked it with us last week. Played some trivia. Shout out to Andrew, longtime supporter of the show and the page as well, who won the $75 gift card. When he show up tonight, we'll ask him what he bought with it. Shout out to Game or Live Look for joining us as well. Trivia. Tokyo Swift, I know you joined in into the game late. What you thought of the trivia, man?
It was cool, man. Like I'm pretty good at trivia just because I have insomnia, so I spend a lot of nights just up looking at random Wikipedia pages. So
right.
I think I answered maybe like 7 questions and I got like 6 of them right. And the only reason why I got the 7th one wrong is because I just pressed the wrong button, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, because I try to be super fast, but.
Yeah, man, and I know you're a longtime fan of the Mortal Kombat franchise, as am I.
Oh yeah,
a lot of folks actually got the one wrong about Test Your Might appearing.
Oh, I didn't.
It was
I didn't because I still remember getting calluses and blisters on my hands, on my fingers from mashing the buttons on the Sega.
Word.
Don't do that mashing motion again. That was kind of crazy.
Oh man, well, I'm my fault. Like, yeah, like
Wave was good, yo.
I am great, but my technology is not right now. As you can see, I'm on the phone trying to make it work. I'm doing all right, though. I hope everybody's doing good. You know?
Absolutely. As you guys know, man, we kick it like this, but we also split this show into 4 parts. We start out with games we're currently playing. Then from there, we'll go into This Week in Gaming, talk about some games that dropped throughout this week in history. Then we'll get into some topics, and then we'll end with the spin wheel. Spin wheel is back this week. One gotta go, game versus, all types of stuff. But trivia is not going for good. We will have some trivia going forward that wasn't just like a one-time deal. Definitely it was a lot of fun. We'll definitely get back into that. But as always, we're gonna kick this one off with what games we currently playing. I'm gonna start off with Wave, man. What you been currently playing, bro?
Nothing too much changed with me. I've been playing Valorant. Actually today is the last day of the season.
Okay.
Say season because we know seasons. Tomorrow they drop a new character. And I've been playing college football. I've been playing. I'm still having fun on that. I've been dibbling and then dabbling on a bunch of other games, but it's like a whole bunch to remember. Like I was just playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 today, just trying to see how zombies was because I never played that. It was fun, but difficult, because it's harder to kill the zombies in the old Black Ops than it is in the new zombies. You know?
Right.
So yeah.
You anticipating this Black Ops 6?
Yeah, man. I think it looked cool to me. They added some things that hopefully they went back. They went back to turn based, which is good.
Right.
Because that open world zombies, they just didn't make it work. It was a good try, but it just didn't work. So
I'm trying to figure out if it looks better than like the past few, definitely, or if it's just got that Game Pass shine, being that I don't have to shell out the $75 for it. So
it looked good. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
From what I saw, it looked dope. Not gonna lie, you could turn into a mangler and all of that. So
yeah,
I think that's a dope aspect that they probably could have been added to it that we
Word.
get now. So I mean, it looked dope for what it's worth.
Tokyo Swift, what games you currently been playing, bro?
Man, like yo, I don't know if we have enough time for that, man. Like I've been playing a lot of games like this weekend, man. Let's see. I started playing Hitman 3 again. So just to see if they were still had any connection issues with the servers. They still do. But it sucks. But it was still playable for the most part. Like if I got disconnected, I could reconnect really fast, so I didn't have to lose any progress. What I like about Hitman 3 is that they basically went the Rock Band approach. It was like, okay, it's they basically incorporated all the missions and stories from the first two games and put it in. So technically, you don't need to buy if you want to play the whole trilogy. All you need to get is Hitman 3, and you can play Hitman 1, 2, and 3 within the game. So that's cool. So I went back and started playing it. Like I play on the master difficulty. It's hard, but it takes a long time. You can't be out there like, oh well, I'm gonna just sneak around and see what happens. Like, nah, man. Like there are cameras everywhere. There are extra cameras, extra guards everywhere. So it's actually a lot harder now. But I've been playing that. I started playing the MLB The Show again. Just because like I've been like it's like the baseball fever and stuff like that. So like just I was watching all this baseball. I was like, yo, nah, I need to play. So I started a new Road to the Show dude, and yeah, and like so we just like I went to the Yankees. We just made the playoffs, like, but as the last wild card because apparently, according to MLB The Show, like Aaron Judge is amazing because right now it's the what is it? It's September 28th. Well, September 27th for you guys, but September 28th and
August.
yeah, sorry, August 28th. Yeah, I'm a month in time, month in the future. Right. It's August 28th, and Aaron Judge has like what 51 home runs. Like, dude, he finished the whole season with 45 home runs in the show. So
Yeah.
a month left. So I'm like, so Aaron Judge right now is on like Steph Curry levels of like, yeah, like where the video game can't fully comprehend how good it is right now. I've been playing that. I've been playing a lot of Wii Sports and the Wii Sports Resort, with my daughter. Like she's actually playing that right now. So if you hear a lot of bumping going around in the background, then that's what that is.
Going crazy in high school.
Yeah, go a while back there, like, and obviously just like the Old Faithful, just playing Civ 6, and City Skylines too, man. Like I saw like the reveal for City Skylines. I mean, for Civ 7.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's like everybody's real divided on it. Everybody's real confused because but I mean, I guess we'll see what happens in February.
I was just gonna ask. We got a date for it now with February. What's your thoughts on that? Too soon? Do you think it's right on time?
No, I mean like because it's kind of like Civ 7 is on time, man, because it's like actually it's late because like people we make fun of Grand Theft Auto 6 and never coming out, blah blah. Civ 6 came out in like 2017 or 2018, something like that. So I mean, so it's been about 7 years, and it's coming out in 2025. So it's been like 7 or 8 years for that game. So I mean, yeah, I it's on time. Like the problem, like with those games, well, not the problem, is that it's very well update dated. So we're still getting new content every day. Like there's some monthly challenges like that they import into the game. We just got new challenges like yesterday. So they're still supporting the game. So like I can see why it takes a long time to like in between games. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's a topic for a little day, man. I don't know how Civ 7 is gonna work, man. Like,
so for me, I played Madden 25. I briefly touched upon it last week. I actually like it a lot better than I had liked the last few Maddens, and to that I really give the credit to the college game because they added some stuff that was from the college game, they incorporated it into Madden. They see what kind of went wrong with the college game, and they kind of adapted it more to the pro style. Like we talked about the defense being non-existent in the college game. Well, in Madden, you still could play defense because they still play defense in the NFL despite the criticisms. The only thing I don't like in Madden that I'm sure a lot of people love is the one hand that catches, man. Like I don't know if if the dudes in the game got stick them on their fingers, or you know what I mean? Like it's wild, yo. Like
definitely do.
Like I was playing in franchise mode, which they did do a good job of updating. It's not quite where I want it, right? But did a good job. And I was playing the Chiefs with the division on the line. And when I tell you Patrick Mahomes evaded two quarterback sacks, and then he threw a pass down the middle to Kelsey, one hand grab, broke 3 tackles to the end zone, game over.
If this had keep some type of realism to it, because y'all shouldn't have been there anyway.
Right. I mean, like that. Like honestly, the biggest fake part about that was the Raiders being in contention. Like so, that's
the cool part was like none of it quite looked fake. They didn't look like I remember Madden 2017 with Odell Beckham with the one-handed catch. Everybody was doing it. The physics in that game is good. They redid the tackling where with the hit stick mode, you have to hit the right shoulder for it to work. If not, it's just gonna bounce off. So if you try to use the hit stick on Derrick Henry, you hit him in the wrong shoulder, he's just gonna bounce off and keep running. They took a step in the right direction. I like just like GTA. I clown on Madden a lot on the show, but I gotta give them credit. I actually like this year's game. I actually like it better than the college game, which a few months ago I would have been like, hell no, ain't no way in hell. But I think they did a good job with it, man. So it's rare for me to give credit to Madden on this show, but I got to do it, man. I think it's a game. Definitely, if you got Game Pass, go out and check it out on the trial, man. I think if you're a fan of the ones back in the day, I think it's closer to that than it's ever been.
One thing, like what is the official name for this year's Madden? Is it Madden 25?
Yeah.
Because they did that already. Like, they did that already.
Yeah, for their 25th anniversary or something like that.
Because exactly. Because I remember when it happened, I was like, wait, Madden 25. I'm like, but what are they going to do in 2024? I mean, like, I guess they're going to do the same. They're going to pretend like it didn't happen. I guess so.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of kids this Christmas is gonna be pissed off. Like, and it's like, I want Madden 25 for like, and they get the one from like what was it? Like 2015 it came out, right? Like,
like
that.
You said I got it for the low. Like, I got it for the low.
I got it for the like. This game was super cheap too. I'm like, oh man,
who's this on the cover? That's all I don't even know who on the cover.
Let's get to the chat. Five and her said, "Good evening, gents. What's good, bro?"
Yo.
Just said, "Hey." Just said, Lil One said, "Turn up wave look different."
Oh, turn up wave. Let's go.
I turn up wave.
I'm assuming because of my hair.
Right.
The turn up is now leaves.
I mean, like like that. Like that's a sick name. Like that. Like that. That's your DJ name, man. Like. DJ Turn Up Wave, man.
Also said this is going to be an awesome show. Where shout out to the little one, man. She's we was in the store the other day, and she's trying to decide whether she wants to get Super Mario Maker 2 or Luigi's Mansion. What was it? The 2.5 remake that they just talked about. I forgot. It's not Luigi's Mansion 3. I think it's the 2.5 remake or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Well, the collector in you got to get both.
Well, yeah, of course, man. Especially the wild part was Super Mario Wonder, which we covered last year heavily. That just went on sale for the first time from down to $48. So Nintendo's still sticking with they.
Nintendo don't go on sale, man.
Right.
Like they don't go on.
Byron Hurd said, "Wave, let NCAA die, bro. EA failed."
Hey man, I'm actually still enjoying it. I've been playing like my career. It ain't like I'm playing like online, so I'm not going through what you went through. You know, I'm playing the computer.
Glenn Foreman said, "What's good, gentlemen? What's good, Pops? You sound playing Mario vs. Sonic Undercover Depth, level 4." That sounds.
I mean, like, it do sound cool. I mean, it's made it up, but it sounds cool though.
That sounds difficult as hell.
And he updated the title. Said, "I'm playing Mario vs. Sonic Live or Die level 4. Check it out."
Live or Die. Oh, like that's the remaster version. That's the remake.
That sounds like the game you get on Christmas right next to Madden 125, right? Like
they got that for Game Cast.
It's been a Game Cast.
I asked Andrew, I said, "What game did he give the gift card?" He said Civ 7.
So,
word? What's up, man? See?
You got it already? Nice, man. I want
to know. Pre-order, man.
I want to know how. I want to know how you feel about the new mechanic where you actually switch civs, man. Like that's because I looking on Reddit and stuff like that. It's real divided over there, man.
Yeah.
I want to know why you did that because nobody's buying Civ 7, but you and Mo. They're gonna have
fam.
It's
I mean, fam, I'm gonna need you to take a trip to Reddit, man. Like that community is deep, fam. It's and they die hard too, man. You think I be playing all the time?
You right. If 10 people walked to my crib, I'd be like, yeah, that's a lot of people.
Nah, man. They got. I'm telling you, the community is deep, fam.
All right, so quick correction. He said I haven't gotten anything, to be honest. Okay, so he didn't use it. He was just saying Civ 7 because Swift was talking about it. All right. Andrew also said, so when you play as the Browns, do you just select your team and it automatically goes into the next season? I couldn't imagine playing anything after postseason with them. Same with Green Bay. Damn.
Yeah, they ain't not winning nothing, man. They not winning nothing. They're just teams.
History though.
There are just teams out there in certain sports that's just they're not there to win. They're just there. They're just there because they need an even number of teams in the league. So,
they didn't wrap everything up.
All right, yo. Let's jump over to this week in gaming where we briefly look back on games that dropped throughout this week in history and kick this one off, man. We got a controversial game that's was hated on for a long time and recently it just started getting some love again. I don't know what caused that, but we talking about Mario Sunshine, which dropped back in 2002 on August 26th. Now, like I said, fellas, this is a game that, man, I've seen a lot of people say this game is terrible. I've seen this game is horrible. I've seen again, so many folks just saying it's just not a good game. But I want to get y'all thoughts on this, man, because recently people are saying yo, it's not as bad as people saying. Despite being quote unquote the worst 3D Mario game, they're saying it's still an excellent game. It's just, it's Vice City, right? It's the worst Grand Theft Auto franchise game, but it's still a good game. So did y'all change on it? Because I ain't gonna lie, I've always been on record, although saying it's the worst. It's not a bad game by any means. I actually think it's a good game. It's just strayed away from what we love the most. I'll kick this one over to Wade. What's your thoughts on Super Mario Sunshine?
I mean, quite honestly, what I think it is well, when I was younger, when this came out, I wasn't gonna buy Mario to clean up. That's what I thought the whole premise of the game was to clean up the clean up the town. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sure.
duck everywhere. He get a one of those. I don't even know what that is. A water machine, and he just
Yeah.
cleaning up the city. Now that I'm older and like cleaning simulators is out, and that's kind of like relaxing. Games like this ain't like Splatoon and all of that. They ain't that bad to me. I think it's a good game. While it may not be the best Mario, I don't even think it's one of the worst Marios.
Okay.
I think it's a great game, in my opinion.
Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts?
I agree. Like it's not as bad as people say it was, but it is like overall it's still a bad game. Like
Okay.
like I didn't like it at all. I remember getting it and I was like, yo, I'm done with this. Like and then cause I was in college when it came out. Like my roommate was like, all right, I'm gonna play it, and I sat there and I watched them play, and I was like, yo, this is not enjoyable. I don't get it. And Nintendo has been trying to like the proper get in, and Nintendo has been has been pushing out on us by basically keeping this water cannon as one of Mario's move sets for Smash all this time. It's like, guys, we don't like it. Get rid of it. There's a reason why like Mario Sunshine kind of just went by the wayside. And then to be honest, like I said, it wasn't that bad of a game. It's just like it was just in between Super Mario 64, which was amazing, and it's in between Super Mario Galaxy, which was amazing. So I mean, it makes it stand out as the even worse of a game. But like Jay said, like it's Vice City all over again.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the next. Actually, let's get to the chat first, and then let's see. Andrew said, "NCAA is checkers. Civ is 3D chess."
fam, like 4D chess. To be honest, man, like it's like there's levels to this, man.
Andrew said this was 64 graphics put onto GameCube, but it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't pick it up for 50 cents, but still playable. All right, that's fair. That's fair. All right, let's jump to the next game. The next game we're talking about is a game that obviously is now back in the news hot. The definitive edition version just came to GameCube, which is I said to GameCube. I'm sorry, the Game Pass. You're talking about the GameCube, right?
GameCube still dropping games,
right? It just came to Game Pass, and now obviously we're going to talk about one of its sequels, and that's Mafia. Mafia came out in 2002, and that was a day after Sunshine. I'm a big fan of the Mafia franchise. We actually talked about this game a few times now. It's kind of cool that here we are right now about to venture into the fourth one, which we'll talk about in a little while. But I'll kick this one over to Tokyo Swift, man. What's your thoughts on Mafia?
Bored. I'm bored. Like, fam, like this whole franchise had me bored, man. Like, and it's not for lack of trying. I played Mafia 1, I played Mafia 2, I had Mafia 3. I think I gave it to you. So Jay, so I was like, yeah, like and that's why when they the new Mafia is coming out, I'm like, skip, because I just don't care, man. Like it's like, and now I'm saying that because especially in a world where like Grand Theft Autos is out there, because like I made no mistake, this is a Grand Theft Auto clone. It's just like I mean, I just don't care enough, man. Like it's like the storyline was never really that great, and it just made me feel like just watching the Godfather. Like I have much rather just watch the Godfather than play this game. And it's just it just looks ridiculous, man. Like the graphics were never that great. Like as even just looking at the video right now, I mean, like look at this. This is basically not even sped up like that. Like it's just how it looks. Like the physics are off. It's so rushed. Like I don't like it, man. Like you guys can keep it. Like I'm sorry, like for all the fans.
And to you, it never got better.
It never did. Like I said, I tried. It's not like I was like, oh well, I saw one clip of the first Mafia. I was like, okay, I'm done with this. This is garbage. Like I literally bought Mafia 3 like when like on day one when it came out, and I tried to play it, and I'm like, yo, let me go play it like something else, man. Like I tried, man.
All right, so I got until the next segment of the show to try to convince you. All right, wait, what's your thoughts on Mafia, man?
I don't agree with Tokyo Swift in the slightest,
That's
But
okay.
I do get where he come from. The mafia thing could be kind of stale. We done seen it in all different ways, movies, documentaries. The actual people done got out of jail, right? And they talking about it. So I could get it, but I think they did a good job. The only thing I would really critique about in this game, in particular, is the driving. The driving does suck. The cars is really slow. This is sped up because the cars are not this fast. They are really slow, and I think they do that to kind of mimic the time. The cars wasn't that fast back then. But that's the only critique I got. Other than that, it's pretty cool. The storyline is kind of bland. It's a mafia thing. They get a kid off the street, they put him onto the mafia, they have him do a couple things. That's just kind of how it is. If you into the mafia history and all of that, you would enjoy it. I am, so I enjoyed it. But if that's not your cup of tea, I can see you agreeing with everything Tokyo Source.
Yeah, so when it comes to Mafia, at this time, I was not into this game. At this point, it was Grand Theft Auto or nothing, and it was like that for quite a while, to be completely honest. It wasn't like I actually, unlike most people, I actually got into the whole Mafia lore and stories and documentaries and all that stuff later on. Like I was already a full-fledged adult when I started getting into the whole thing. I played Mafia 2 and 3. I thought 3 was good. I thought 2 was okay. I think they've gotten better. Then I went back and played the definitive edition, which I think dropped. I forgot when that came out, but ended up playing that, and I was like, okay, I see it. But at that point, I was already like feeling the Mafia lore and stuff now. You know what I mean? So to me, it played much better. But in terms of this particular game, it was all right. It's kind of nostalgic, to be honest. I remember I rented this game from Hollywood Video. Shout out to those who know that. But yeah, good game. Just at this point, I'm kind of where Tokyo Swift still is. It was like Grand Theft Auto or nothing, man. Like if I'm gonna play something like Grand Theft Auto, I would just play Grand Theft Auto. But now I am anticipating the next game, which we'll talk about shortly. Let's get to the chat. Andrew said this game takes me back. Fact, shout out 2002. LV said, "What's good, bro?" He said 3 was the best one. I agree. I think 3 was the best one so far. We'll see what Mafia 4/Old Country has in store. Let's get to the next.
2.
What'd you say?
3. So I really enjoyed 2. I didn't beat 3 though.
Okay.
I beat the first 2.
Let's get to the next game. The next game we're talking about is Mario Superstar Baseball. It's dropped August 29th, 2005. And so we talked about Mario with golf, we talked about Mario with tennis, and now we're talking about Mario with baseball. There actually was a basketball game on the Game Boy, the DS, which was garbage. So we don't acknowledge that. But I'm gonna kick this one off with Tsunami Wave, man. Mario Superstar Baseball. You feeling Mario in the baseball world?
See, this Mario problem, man. He be doing everything except for his job. This is why Peach keep leaving. He doing everything. My man playing baseball, soccer. Nah, but on a serious note, though, I'm not really into the Mario sports game. I can play them for a little while, but it's never enough to keep my attention. Because I'd rather play with the actual athletes. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. If I want to play baseball, I'll go play the show. If I want to play Mario soccer, I'd rather play FIFA or the football club, whatever it's called now. But it ain't a bad game if you would rather play with kind of Mario characters.
Sure.
But I don't. I mean, me in particular, I don't really play these things.
Tokyo Swift, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm a echo what Wave said. Like it's kind of like it's a cool game, man. But it's like I said, if I want to play some baseball, man, I'm gonna put on a show. Like it's like there are some good Mario sports games that came out, like the Mario Tennis Aces, like a good game. The like the Mario Strikers game was cool. But I mean, but for stuff like baseball, I mean, it's just especially because they don't want to make it just a regular baseball game, obviously. So I mean, with the power ups and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not base. It's just weird, man. And you can't. Like, it's one of those games where like they made it so you can't really turn it off because it's baked into the game. So it's like,
Right.
but then if you want to turn it off, what's the point of playing the game? You might as well just
Right.
play like the actual simulation game. It's like there's never been times like, oh man, I want to play baseball, but I want Yoshi to pitch for me. So yeah. So it's like So I mean, it's like I get like I said, it's not a bad game at all, man. Like these Mario sports games are fun. Like I like them because they get kids into like the actual sports. So like which I'm always a fan of that, introducing kids like to new things, stuff like that. But for me, like personally, it's like yeah, like it's going to be a no for me.
Yeah, I agree with this one, man. Like, so I equate this game all the time to Mario Golf, right? I'm like,
Yeah,
in terms of my personal life, if I got this game as a gift, I would play it, pop the game, and you'll have some fun, right? This Mario game, you'll have some fun, and probably never play it again.
yeah,
At this time, I was a big fan of so what is that? MVP baseball. I think at this time,
yeah.
obviously MLB 2K. The show's already out, so it wasn't getting no burn. Like it wasn't getting
Yeah.
no type of burn. I'm glad they stopped making these. I think y'all both touched upon this. It's like Strikers works but nobody expected that to be good. It just was.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that,
It just was.
that was crazy.
Yeah, like Mario and baseball, it don't quite work because like if you want to play a serious game of baseball, then you're just gonna play something else, and then the power ups do get annoying after a while. So like, glad they stopped making it.
Leaning off the wrong foot. He kicked his back foot off the ground. That's a power shot. Ain't no way you getting power like that, dude.
Let me ask this question though: do y'all feel the same way about Mario Party, or was that just because that kind of came first? It was just different.
I think it's different.
Yeah, I think it's like Mario Party like that's the thing. That's the goal, Like it's not like a simulation, not trying to like mimic a simulation. So I mean, it's his own special thing.
Right.
But yeah, like I wouldn't equate like this game to Mario Party. I think it's something completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like more like Fusion Frenzy. I don't know if y'all heard
Yeah,
of that.
Yeah.
OG game.
Let's get to the chat. Andrew said, Hollywood Video, your knee is called. They need a replacement.
Yeah.
Just said it's like a play with family over the holidays game.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's definitely something that you like. Okay, like you got kids or something like that, or your family. You play that with them, but then like if you by yourself, you're not going to put this game in.
Right.
Low key skipping this and going to Wii Sports with the family.
Yeah,
true.
Exactly.
That's a good point too. All right, yo, let's get to the last game we're talking about this week, and that is 2 Point Hospital. It's dropped August 29th, 2018. Wave, I'm gonna start this one off with you, man. This game is on Game Pass, but have you heard of this game or have you played this game, 2 Point Hospital?
I've heard of the game, but like I there was like a couple years stretch of my life where I actually worked at a hospital, and I ain't about the only time I'm visiting again if I'm sick, not even on the game. So
you got that PTSD.
Yeah, I only go around something wrong. I gotta get a checkup, something like that. But I ain't even about to visit in the game. So I've heard of this though. They actually did a great job marketing this game. Like if you into Greg's Anatomy or whatever hospital kind of shows or whatever, this this might be a cup of tea. But for me, nah, I just couldn't do it, not even a little bit.
All right, I'll go next, man. Yeah, y'all know me, whether it's Jurassic Park Evolution, whether it's Theme Park, whether it's Roller Coaster Tycoon, whether it's The Sims, which I hated on. I think this game is fire, yo. Like I ain't gonna lie, I thought this game was incredible. I played this. I played 2 Point, the college campus one. I thought that was good too, man. Anything that's like creativity and stuff like that, and it's like you run a hospital, you run a college or something like that. I think it's dope, man. And I blame theme park going back in the day. I think that as soon as I played that game on PlayStation 1, I thought that joint was crazy. There's a new roller coaster theme park creator type game that's coming out next year. I'm looking to pre-order that as well. Like, so like, yeah, when it comes to these type of games, I'm always on it, man. I haven't played too many bad ones, and I thought this one was good, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's on Game Pass. Check it out. You don't gotta spend no actual cash on it, y'all.
Yeah.
Check it out. Tokyo Swift, your thoughts on 2 Point Hospital?
Yeah, like I've heard this game. I played this game because, like I said, it's on Game Pass. Like I gave it a try, man. Like I played it for a while. I was like, it's okay. It's like, I mean, like it's not something that I truly cared about. It was one of these days I was just super bored and I just browsed through Game Pass and just like installing stuff. But honestly, like I literally just played this game while I was waiting for the cooking simulator to download. And as soon as that downloaded, okay, I'm on that now. So, so yeah, so I mean, like, no, I'm like, but I can see how people will like this game. I mean, like, it's cool, you know, like, cause like you said, like similar games are big, man. Like it's wild because it's like you would think like on the outside looking in, if I explain to you like what this is, oh, it's this game where you get to build a hospital and then you run the hospital and then you pay people and then you got to fix things and stuff like that. It was like, oh, that sounds like the worst game ever. But I mean, but it can be addicting because like things are like things are breaking down or this new thing is popping up, something like that, and you got to keep. And next thing you know, you're like, okay, it's like 6 hours to pass by, you know. So I mean, like, so games like this are cool. I mean, like, I didn't care for this game in particular, but I do like games like this.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
6 hours pass and you just finished working. Now you got to go to work.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Just that I tried this, I absolutely hated it. You know, you play Power Wash Simulator. I ain't talking to you. Andrew said, "Be careful playing this."
Fire.
Andrew said, "Be careful playing this." I started it one Friday night and Sunday night came real quick. It's addicting.
Yeah, like the simulator games. Yeah, because the simulator games, because there's always something to do. Like there's no end goal. Like, oh, you win screen, but there's always something to do. So
always work to be had.
Andrew said the college one was fun on a bun. Yeah, the college one is better. Obviously, it's just more stuff to do in the college campus because you're doing the campus versus a hospital. But Andrew also said this is pretty much what the Sims do when they leave for work, is how I describe it. Hey man, I've been hearing some news on Sims 5. That might be a actual reality soon. So we're gonna get Wave and Tokyo Swift on board.
Sims 5, you can actually work.
All right, yo. That's all we got for this week in game. Next week we'll have some more stuff to talk about. Let's jump into topics. And the one that came out of Gamescom, man, is Mafia Old Country was announced, aka Mafia 4, man. It's crazy because we talked about Mafia. I believe it was Mafia 2. I know it was this year, but I forgot exactly when. And we was wondering if we were going to ever see another one. And sure enough, here we go at Gamescom. Mafia Old Country announced the game will take place in early 20th century Sicily. Did you have a chance to see this trailer yet?
Yeah.
Nah.
I got it.
Treachery and deceit do not exist among us. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
He ain't shown nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like,
It was just
this is a teaser.
it was just
We
an
get to see
announcement
more in
trailer.
December.
Right. It was
So
just an
yeah,
announcement. So that is the one thing that made me upset, y'all. When they said Seymour in December, we know that means Seymour at the Game
yeah,
Awards.
at the Game Awards, yeah.
Yep. Like so,
Yeah.
it will run on Unreal Engine 5. So I'm glad we're starting to see that be incorporated into more games now.
It's about time. Like
Yeah,
Unreal
I
5
know.
came out years ago. Like that Matrix demo was like, it feels like it's like 5 years ago now,
Right.
man.
But the game will take place in the early 1900s in Sicily. So a lot of the game will not be in English. That is the heavy rumor right now, which is pissing some people off.
I don't
Right. I give
good.
them points for being realistic because it shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, because despite popular belief, they don't speak English everywhere, man.
Right.
Like, like they don't, like, yeah. I mean, it's especially if it's like I always say, man. It's about the immersion, man. Like, what's the point of having it set in Sicily if everybody going to speak English? Just have the subtitles on the bottom. I swear to you, it's not going to ruin anything, fam. Like,
Right.
it's just like that's why I always think like play the game or watch the movie or TV show how the creator intended it to be consumed, man. Like if they want you to feel immersed in and then speak and listen to some Sicilian for a little while, go ahead and do it, man. I swear to you, it's gonna be okay, man. I swear.
Absolutely. Wait, what's your thoughts on this, man? Because this is your first time seeing it. It's just an announcement trailer. It's probably trying to show off the Unreal Engine with the graphics and stuff like that. I'm sure we'll see more when we cover the Game Awards. But is this something you're hyped for? I know you said you're kind of hit or miss on when it comes to the Mafia games.
I mean, I enjoy the Mafia games. I just said I didn't complete the third.
Okay, got you.
My only issue with this is that they didn't do the Mafia. Well, from what I know of, I mean, I could be wrong, and some people that got a lot more knowledge in the Mafia could tell me this. But they started doing the Mafia thing because of their conditions in America. So I just got to see what this would have to be. Is it them going back to Sicily? Because after creating the Mafia, or maybe they running and going back and bringing it and turning it out to Sicily, or they try to make this into like some type of origin where they supposedly did it in Sicily, then brought it to the Americas. So
it's possible.
It'll be fun to see like what way it's a game, so it doesn't really matter which way they decide to go. But if they're trying to keep it kind of accurate.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's a game. Like they've been taking liberties with it. Like the third game, like it basically takes place in a fictionalized New Orleans. Like the Mafia don't got that big of a presence in New Orleans. So it's like, I mean, yes. I mean, like it is, but like I think that I think you're right though. I think it would be like either a hey, we're gonna form it here and then go over to America, or it may be a thing where it happened like they formed in America, then they had to go back to the old country because like X, Y, and Z happened or something like that. Because like it's like I said, like I mean that's what they did in the Godfather movies. Like it took place predominantly in the U.S., but like there were times where they did go back to Italy. So I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, so I actually think I think it's gonna be like a mixture of both. There are people who will swear that the Mafia started right in Sicily. You know what I mean? Obviously, Wave, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've saw documentaries that stated the same thing. Right? They banded together through the slums and stuff like that, and that's how it started here in America. But I think it's just a change of scenery, to be honest, for the game. I think they could do it well. The only thing I saw some people already complaining that being that's the early 1900s, the vehicles are going to be slower than ever. You know what I mean? So like that's a complaint of I'm seeing already. Some were saying early 1900s Sicily is a lot of farmland, so they're like but I'm willing to see what they got at the Game Awards. I am hyped just because I was wondering about Mafia 4. Something that Tokyo Swift alluded to earlier, there's a lot of games that's taking these longer gaps now.
Yeah.
Mafia 3, I believe, was like 2016. And
yeah, I think so. Like 20, because I was still living in New York at the time, like when that came out. So yeah, at least 2016.
So the only thing I'm saying, like, it's funny because like when this game got announced, I shared a little screenshot of it, and some of my friends from college and stuff it was like, yeah, my grandfather gonna love this game. I was like, your grandfather is not in the mafia. Like, like chill out. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to seeing what they got at the Game Awards. Hopefully, I do want to see some gameplay though, because they're saying it's gonna be out in 2025. So Game Awards is in December. So by
they
then,
gotta have something.
Right?
Gotta have something.
And they did say it was gonna be open world, so which I think we all figured, but
of course, yeah.
They're gonna show the same trailer, but it's gonna go out a little further out the window.
Nah, they can't do that. They can't do that, man. Right? They gonna do that, and then Al Pacino gonna walk out on stage.
Because like I honestly, like, especially at the Game Awards, like I could already see that happening, man. It's gonna they try to get Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese out there too, man. So it's like.
All the grapes that he looking at when he look out that window. That's it. Cut off.
I just said I love the setting of earlier 20th century Sicily. Yeah, man. Like a lot of people were feeling it though. They was like, yeah, definitely just get a new scenery for the game. Obviously, not too many games go to Sicily or even in that region. So
I've seen one game go.
Could be good. Andrew said, I thought Mafia was already in the old country. Now we got to take out bosses with muskets. Are the British still in America?
I mean, technically, yeah. I mean, like, have you seen those guns from back then? Like, they might as well be muskets, man. They might as well be.
I mean, in the beginning,
now that we talking about the old guns, I forgot all about that. Damn, that's gonna be terrible.
I was gonna say in the beginning of the trailer, you see it right there, man. Like,
like
double barrel, like.
That's the That's the shiny though.
Let me ask you this before we get to the spin wheel, man. And like, I know we talked about this a lot. Tokyo Swift definitely has some jokes about this when it comes to military games. Are we mafia'd out? Just in culture, like, are we mafia'd out?
I don't think so because they still make they still do numbers, man. Like in terms like the video game as well. But I mean, like the movies and TV shows, like they still do numbers, man. Because it's like because it's kind of like that like forbidden fruit kind of thing where it's like it's like I always say immersion, like it's something that you can't really immerse yourself without basically risking your life doing. So the next best thing is just to watch it on the TV because like if you even think about like everybody loves like the crime based like TV shows in movies, so it's yeah, I don't think this is like this type of medium is going to go away anytime soon, man. Like everybody's like falls in love really fast, like with the protagonist who's really an antagonist kind of thing, you know. So,
wait, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I wouldn't say we mafia'd out. What I would say. Is that we just need to like make games or based on other crime groups. Like they're not the only crime groups that did it out here in America. You know, there's other groups that done did some that got a crazy background and a crazy story. You know, put some other groups on. I ain't saying put it under the Mafia title. You could say Mafia Presents or something because I don't know. Yeah. But you know, talk about some other crime groups. Like they done. The first 3 was cool. The first 2 was cool. They didn't even need to do the third one. I get it though, but you know, talk about somebody else.
Like had a crip scenario, like like prep. Like, you can prep as X to start CC walking, yo. Like
Andrew said
the run on the other set.
Andrew said the next Mafia should touch on Fargo or New York. I mean, yeah, like if they could do a game with the
Fargo
five
is
family,
is a big,
yeah, that's a good one. LV said, LV said, oh, okay, wait. He said Wave want the Bloods versus Crips LA. Like Cookie Williams in the like,
like you're like, hey yo, where you from, cuz? Where you from?
First mission be like front on the opposite set.
Right.
You walk up to the store, start walking, whatever you got. Yeah,
Go kill
dope
Cuz
though.
for his Air Maxes. Like bring the Air
that's
Maxes
crazy.
bring the Air Max back. Like intact.
I was just curious, man, because like we say this all the time with World War I and World War II when it comes to military games. I was just curious, like, because like with Mafia, it's everywhere. We got rappers with Mafia names. We got, like I said, a new documentary dropped last week on the History Channel that did crazy numbers. So the Tokyo was point. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we got tons of movies, tons of documentaries. I was just like, and here we go with the fourth game. I'm just like, Mafia is still popular, I guess.
I think it's a little bit different because it's different. It's not like it'd be one thing if it's like, oh, it's the same. It's the Corleone family over and over and over and over and over again. Like so, like how it is with world. It's like war because it's not just war. It's just World War II, man. Like it's like it's just going back to that same wealth. Like, but like I feel like because they can do other wars. It's just that that's basically the only time that the U.S. was the good guys, in the war because the damn sure wasn't in Korea or the Vietnam wars, or like or the Storm Wars, like the Afghan War, like and hell, even going backwards in time, like the war in 1776, like for their independence, like they literally fought a whole nother country for the right to have slaves, fam. So yeah, I mean, so it was, I mean, like that's the only time where they were good guys.
I mean, it makes sense. Andrew said, wasn't the Blood vs. Crips San Andreas?
It was like, and it was the best part. It was one of the best parts of like San Andreas, but it was also the worst part too, because you could be driving on the other side of the map and say, hey, like there's some balls on your turf. What? You got to spin the U and go all the way back. Drive all the way back.
That's a different style of game, though.
It is.
We needed San Andreas 2 and 3. Mafia got 3. I ain't. I'm just. I know we went straight to the Bloods of Crips, but there's other games too out there, other crowd families too.
I mean, we can still get a full game. New York, one of the most infamous thing is the 5 families, right? With like the Gambino family, like and all that. Like to do that, especially with online play, you got people run the 5 families. You know what I mean? There's tons of stuff to do with that. I was just curious.
Yeah, or you could just make like on some creative players should like make up your own family, you know. But
nah, you might have the real mafia on your ass.
Word. All right, yo, y'all ready for the spin wheel?
Let's do it. Come on, show.
Sure. Let's get to it.
What you just said? Get to the show.
I said Iki my show, man. Like it's I say the same thing. It means let's go in Japanese. Like
you can't randomly start speaking Japanese. You know?
I mean,
so what's the coolest or most surprising Easter egg you've ever found in a game?
Oh, this is easy.
All right, what you got?
I never found an Easter egg in the game.
Really?
Really?
Like, if I'm saying without cheating, without using YouTube, on my own, I have never found an Easter egg.
Okay.
So yeah.
In Halo Infinite, in one of the caves, like right where you start off when you first get to the ring, there's a cave in there with 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 an arcade machine that with a playable Halo 1 game on it.
Oh, that's
Like
dope.
yeah, I'm like that's because you can hear the music playing. It's like, wait, what's that music? Like, why are they playing the music? Like, wait, and you keep going in. It's like, oh shit! Like, look, it's a whole arcade in here. Like with the arbiter as a stuffed animal.
Okay. An Easter egg that I found. I'm actually gonna go to a wrestling game. I believe it was. I think it was SmackDown versus Raw for PS2. The first one. There when you play through the career mode, there's a section where like you have to go talk to Vince McMahon and he's like, I forgot what he says. He threatens, like, he asks you to do something. The whole point of right, he's supposed to go against the boss and not do it. And he says something like, don't walk out on me because all my top stars walk out and they come back. Something like that.
Oh.
And obviously alluding towards Hogan going away and coming right back. Stone Cold when he walked out in 2002 and came right back. You know what I mean? Whether it's Rock going to Hollywood. But they said it so tongue in cheek that if you weren't like actively watching wrestling like storyline, you wouldn't have got it. But like, and I read that Stone Cold when he caught wind of it, he was actually pissed. Like,
oh yeah, because like he basically taking shots. He like, basically taking shots, you know, like
so, obviously like he's made jokes. He's made jokes about it since then. But I remember catching that, being like, oh.
Vince sneak did this, and you know, like, he sneak this into the game.
You pull out the do rag before you
as you said, Mafia will release as a full game, not pay to play. Bet.
It better be.
It should.
You can't confirm nor deny that.
Yeah.
And you say he's with Wave. He never caught an Easter egg in the game. All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, not on my own, not without guys.
Okay, yeah.
I got you. All right, let's get to the next one. How can Madden improve? I'll take this one, man. So I'll give them props. They took a big step up. They got 3 commentary teams in the game now to kind of simulate, you know, not every commentary team calls the same game. Obviously took that from the college game. Next thing they can do is presentation. I feel like the gameplay is solid enough that they could even run that back next year. Just focus on the presentation because even now the college game presentation blows it out the water. The NFL has the rights not only to have their players in the game, right? And with EA, but EA, they also have the right to utilize the ESPN suite. So why not utilize that? You know what I mean? If they could, and then because ESPN 2K5 still got stuff that we don't got 20 years later. That's kind of wild. Just do that, and I promise you, people will go back to buying Madden at launch and not just waiting for Game Pass. That's my answer.
Because that's what I'm gonna do.
Right.
Right. Yeah, like it's so like I agree with what you said. Like I would say to them, like take a year off, man. Like I don't need, especially because when you're releasing every year, like it's like you can't change it that drastically from year to year. Right. So it's got to the point where like I know people that it's like, oh well, I only buy like Madden like every other year, you know, like because then you can see the differences and the changes that coming up. So I say like take a year off, like really sit back, listen to the feedback of players and stuff like that. Not just the pro players as like tournament stuff like that, because the way they play, that's not football. Like that's just like, oh, I'm gonna call an audible and just throw it down the field and see what happens, that type of shit. Like no, like so like really take the time off, like listen to like you said, like the presentation definitely needs work. I would say like because everybody's always like on this AI wave where it's like, oh, you got AI this, put AI in the game, like especially for commentary, because that's the one thing that I can't stand about sport games, because like I play it enough that I'm going to hear the same thing over and over again. It's like, look, man, put the AI in the game, so it's like so it can auto generate on the fly. So it's like, hey, oh, this guy threw 6 touchdowns last week, or and then like, okay, they'll talk to you week to week, but I mean, like, how about month to month? Like, oh, hey, like, remember that game like 3 months ago? The dude
Yep.
threw six touchdowns, or the last time they played, this day did this, or hey, last year they went here and they played stuff like that. So I mean,
Right.
it helps the immersion out better, man. Like, and it keeps people playing the game because you don't get bored of it because it stays fresh. Like I keep saying, the best thing about Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2 is that it's a new game every time you play it, because they
Right.
literally change the games. Like, so you can play the same map over and over again, and you'll never have the exact same run through on it. Like,
Exactly.
do something like that, man.
Wade, you got any thoughts on this?
I mean, I don't. Nah, I think Madden improved. I think they took a great step in the right direction. I don't want to be
Finally,
too
yeah.
critical on them. If I had anything to say, it would probably be an agreement with you. Just presentation. I like the way that they did with the bouncing off. Like,
Yeah.
obviously it's a new thing, so some bugs with that they need to fix. But outside of that, they did a great job. They, like you said, they took what college did and made it a little bit better for the pro game.
Yep.
Because
Nice.
college had to be a certain way. It had to be lopsided. The pros got to be a little more even so they could, do things differently.
Right.
I think they did a great job. So I don't. They improved. They have improved.
Absolutely. Let's get to the next one. What features would you like to see in more games? All right, I'll kick this one off. I was actually talking about this the other day, man. I would like to see something like because I know we all play this, something like Trek to Yomi, in terms of the way they told the story in that game without having to make it obvious, and how to throw it in your face but still kept it. I would like to see something in like that merged into something like that type of storytelling, that type of challenge in the game, because despite being such a simple game, it was challenging as hell. I would like to see something like that in like a Spider-Man game or a superhero game, because part of my problem with the superhero games are they only sell you on the allure of the character you already know. So if a Spider-Man, yeah, you could swing through New York, and now we added the Bronx or Queens to the game. But the controls are so basic and so bad. They don't even do a good job with the story anymore. But yeah, here we got a game like Trek to Yomi. You told a rather complex story in such a good way, and the gameplay was so challenging. And sure, somebody could say it's technically simple, but it wasn't as simple as Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And Spider-Man, I'm sure it costs a lot more money to make, but yet I say it all the time, and you hitting square to defeat every single enemy. There's no challenge to it. Anybody can pick up and play. They only selling you on the fact that it's Spider-Man. And don't get me started on like the Avengers game and the other games like that.
That was dumpster
Scrambling
fire,
eggs
man.
is pressing square.
Right. So like
Not even looking at the screen.
right. So like give me that type of controls like Trek to Yomi, but on like a more fleshed out game. Because I would like to play like a Wolverine game, because I know that's going to be out either next year or the year after. But make it challenging like Trek to Yomi was, and be able to tell that level of storytelling.
They're gonna drop Wolverine and be like, you know what? Now this is not a button masher. Don't gotta press square only. You can press triangle too.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Honestly, like I feel like my last answer is also the answer for this too. Like put more, like just increase the replayability by changing up the run throughs and stuff like that, especially on like open world games and stuff like that. If it's so open world, make it so that make it open, make it so like, hey, if you can go through this path like this, or you can also go through path and do the X, Y, and Z instead of A, B, and C. So I was like, I kind of because replayability is huge, like in a game, So it's like, if the way I judge games is that a game is not great if I only want to play it once and I'm okay with that. Like,
That's
like
fair.
I can't. I want to play. I want to play it again. But to play it again, I don't want to do the exact same thing again. Like I want to hey, let me try to do something different this time. Like that's why I like the Hitman games, because the Hitman games are basically like, hey, look, this is your target. His name is X, Y, and Z. He lives right over there. Kill him. And then
However,
you can you can do it. You can shoot him. You can throw a rock at his head. You can blow him up. You can drop an anvil on his head like his Looney Tunes. Like you can do whatever you want. So I'm like, so that stuff like that is cool because it keeps you coming back. And like okay, well, I did it. I would just shoot everybody this next time. Next time I want to play without shooting a gun like at all. Stuff like that, where it makes you want to play the same game but have different results.
Absolutely. Wade, what's your thoughts?
For me, my feature would be more on the shooter side of things. So like a lot of shooting games don't have this thing that Tekken got and Overwatch 2 has. I don't know what Overwatch 1 got. But pretty much when you finish fighting or finish the ground or the game, you have the option to rewatch that game again. Right? So you can go over the whole game and see where you made mistakes, how you could have played it differently, and I think that would increase the competitiveness of shooters. That would make people want to play it a lot more because they have something to go and a way to make themselves better at the game by watching themselves. I think, which is an
the
important
game tape,
yeah, that's an important step of getting better. You got to be able to watch yourself and see things you did wrong in order to correct it. Sometimes, most of the time. So I think they should add that.
Halo has that.
Halo do it too. All right.
Halo has that. Halo has had that on every game since Halo 3. Yeah, where you can go because you can go back. Like it's like I think it's called theater mode. Like you can go into it. Yeah, you can go to it and you can play because it automatically saves. I think the last 10 games you had, and you can go back and you can watch through it. And not only from your point of view, you can switch it out to third person view, so you can see around you what's happening. Oh, you seen that dude sneak up on you. Now you can see where he snuck up from you, or you could actually look at it from somebody else's point of view. So you can so you can see like you can look from your teammates' point of view at how you're doing or how or the enemy's point of view. So because I remember you using that a lot for Halo 3 because that's how I got a lot better. It's basically, like I said, it's basically just watching game tape. Just like, okay, I noticed that when I get shot, I start doing this. So maybe I should do something else, blah like that. It's a great tool, man. It's a great tool. I would agree with you. I think more and more games should have that baked in.
Oh, the last thing I would say is and y'all both kind of touched upon it, but another thing I would like to see is just another thing I would like to see is just another thing I would like to see is just more fleshed out co-op. Because for example, one thing Wave said with being able to rewatch. I remember playing games like even Warzone if you're playing on a team, right? Or Rainbow Six Vegas too, and this is touching upon what Tokyo Swift said, where it's you have a checkpoint, you you got to get there. You could split up if you want, but the game would constantly displace the enemies. So there's times where somebody's like, "Yo, get back downstairs." I'm like, "I'm about to die." You go down there, you spray them up, but you want to see what did he see because you can't see that part. You know what I mean? But then when you play the map again, you both go downstairs that time, and they're not even there. It's one person. So you're like, yo, you getting clicked up by one person? It's like, nah, I promise you, it was more there. And I know Wave, it was stuff like that in Ghost Recon Wildlands. They kind of had it like that, but you could split up and stuff. I'd like to see more stuff like that as well. I feel like a lot of stuff now is battle royal, which is cool, but give me more co-op experiences. Yeah. All right, let's get to the next one. Have you ever played a game of virtual reality? Have y'all, besides like Dave and Buster and stuff, have y'all actually played it? Played like a video game?
I can't.
I mean, I have like it's not as fun as it sounds. It's much more fun in theory, but it's like oh, you get to be in the game. I mean, but then I don't care enough. Like it's VR is like I keep saying VR is one of those things that like people thought it was going to be the wave, but in reality, it's only used in video games, like horror video games, and porn. like that's it. So that's it. So it's like, and so I mean, and then like those horror like VR games, it's like you can see it come. Oh, it's miles away. You know, like oh, jump scares like galore and stuff like that. And it's like it's just not that great of a game. Like now, what I've heard though, I haven't played it, but I've heard that the Alien Isolation game is now like on VER, and that game is insane. Like so, because it was already a really good game anyway.
Yeah.
But like playing that in like VER is wild. So it's like I mean, but like I said, I mean, it's something because like you see on the screen, like I've seen like the new Arkham game, and like
Yep.
I don't care about it. Like it's like because they had an Iron Man game like on VR. It's like it's not that big of a deal, especially like with the controls because it's like you can't like it's only basically your hands and your head.
Right.
So you're not really controlling your movement and stuff like that. And it's like I mean, it's so like I said, it's okay. It's not something I'm like, oh man, I need to cop this.
That's fair. Wave.
And I get incredibly nauseous with VR, so I can't play it.
Yeah, I mean, like I played a few different games on VR. Again, I think VR, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, it's cool. It's more cool when you see it for the first time. Then once that newness wears off, there's really like nothing to do with it. Like the games, I don't think they're ever going to quite be there to where it's like the VR games themselves can sell the technology for you to go out and spend $300, $400, $500 on it. It's just not. It's not going to happen. Eventually, I think.
Player One.
What'd you say?
I said it would have to be like Ready Player One.
Right. Like, so yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of VR, but I just want to show love to the Batman. I think this probably would be like the best looking one I've seen, but even then, it's still not enough to make me go out and want to get the VR headset and stuff like that. But all right, let's get to one more and then we'll get out of here. Give me 1 second. Let's get back to the spin wheel and then we'll get out of here. Have you ever played a video game that you found too violent?
Too violent.
Mortal Kombat X. Is it X or X? Which one is that? The X.
You talking about on the Xbox One?
Yeah. It was one of them ones. It was one of the Mortal Kombats, and bro, the commercials and the gameplay was so brutal. That thing was crazy. They was pulling their heads. You know how Mortal Kombat get. I don't know too descriptive. But I think out of all of the games, Mortal Kombat might be. If I could really sit back and think, I probably could find one that's more violent. But like off the top of my head, Mortal Kombat might be one of the most violent games that I've ever played in my life.
Yeah, I mean, like honestly, I think that it has to be Mortal Kombat because I mean, that's the whole point. Like, it's just to be like, especially when like in Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 10, like where they introduced the X-ray attacks like in the fatal blows. I'm like, fam, like you out here crushing bones and shit like that. So it's like, yeah. So I mean, because like, it definitely because I stopped playing Mortal Kombat so much because like after like my daughter was born, I was like I didn't feel like you know like ripping somebody's spine out of somebody's asshole like in front of her, you know. So like I mean it's like sorry I guess I can't play this game anymore. So yeah, I mean it has to be Mortal Kombat. I mean what game is more violent than Mortal Kombat?
I got one that's up there. It just never took off. Like obviously MK. By the time this game even dropped, MK was already way out of here. That's the Manhunt series. If y'all remember those games.
I remember that game. Yeah, I remember that game.
Those games was pretty damn violent. But
They
I
coming
agree.
out with a new one?
Did they?
Are they coming out with a new one? Did I see something about a new one?
I don't know about that. Let's see.
I'm thinking about. Is it Manhunt? Yeah, I thought it was Manhunt. The new Manhunt.
Yeah.
Coming. It is, right?
I don't see anything yet, but you could be right though. You could be right.
Tokyo, you found something?
No.
No.
No. Like,
I thought you found something.
I was looking, but yeah, I was like, yeah, I couldn't find nothing. Like, it's
maybe I'm mistaken.
but like,
that must be something.
but I do remember those Manhunt games. So yeah, like they like it was like a little unbiased, but I like I said, because it wasn't like too insane, you know what I mean? Like it's
right.
like I said, like that I didn't compare it to Mortal Kombat because it's like just blowing somebody up or or ripping them apart or cutting them in half or into small pieces or
turn into a
T-Rex
and biting somebody.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like stuff like that is just like it's just unparalleled. Like it literally spurred legislation, yo.
It's actually funny because my little one, she was the other day, she was watching a video of the MK1 story, and like a lot of the videos with the story, they'll cut out the fighting scenes because they don't care to watch the person actually play, right? So she was watching the story. She's like, "Yo, this is such a good story,"
and then it's a fire story.
But then, she doesn't see the point. She was like, "Why is there so much blood and stuff?" When she actually watches the actual game, so she's like, "I just want to watch the story." She's like, "The story is so good, but yet like it's just gory for no reason." Like, which I found hilarious, but like she has a point. Like,
yeah, I mean, like, yeah, she does, because it's like because like that's the thing is like it has such a great story, but it shouldn't, because the whole idea is Mortal Kombat. So like every time we fight, we're going to kill each other,
right?
So there shouldn't be a story left because everybody's too everybody's in pieces, you know. So like, but the story's still good though. So I mean, hey,
word. But that's all we got for this week's show. Next week we'll be back with another show. Definitely gonna do some more trivia eventually, so Tokyo Swift can take part. I'm probably gonna have Jess do the questions so I can take part as well. Because I'm still mad at myself. I forgot what question it was now, but wait, I said it last week. There was a few questions that when I took the quiz myself, I actually didn't get, so I wouldn't have aced it either. One of the ones actually. But
you're the one that made the quiz. Like how you?
No. So I assembled the quiz. Yeah. So
okay.
I assembled the quiz, but some of the questions was sourced from just various places. I've seen some other quizzes and stuff that didn't give the answers, so I didn't have the answers when I took the questions. Then after I took the quiz, I had to go back and source the answers, and that's when I turned it into a multiple choice.
You must have got it from Gamer Live Look website. That's
word, man. Shout out to Gamer Live Look. He definitely got to come back to defend his crown, as well as Andrew as well. But shout out to Tokyo, so shout out to Wave with his technical difficulties. I know it ain't easy, man, with the cell phone.
Yeah, I've been holding this phone for damn near hour and 20 minutes, man. My arm about to fall off.
It's like you got like you in a react video, you got to sit there like this, like look at this, like just putting it at the captions, like.
Wave, take it away, bro.
Hey, yo, I appreciate everybody for coming through and supporting. However you did it, like, shared, lurked, been in the comments. We appreciate everybody. Like Jay said, we got more trivia coming up. We want to play more games with the audience, man. Try to make this into a more fun, community type thing. I know I'm making my own words. Either way, I see you on Tuesday. Y'all have a good week. Peace.
Yeah, peace.